Check, 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 check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 4. Get beautiful, get beautiful. Inside the Sudbury Arena for the inaugural Sudbury 5 home opener between the defending champion London Lightning. I'm Nick Lee, joined by Alex Gunn. An exciting time here in Sudbury.
Alex. Oh yeah, we're super excited for this game tonight. We're coming off of excellent road victories. There are a couple nail biters. Both games won by 3 points.
And the Sudbury 5 victors over Windsor and the KW Titans, as you mentioned, 3-point victors in each game. And the Sudbury 5 featuring the top scorer in the NBL Canada so far this season. That's Jalen Bland, averaging 30.5 points a game, and this kid can shoot.
Yeah, he's really been playing phenomenal. He's hitting from anywhere on the court. He's dunking, threes, long twos. He's just been phenomenal all around.
The top two to watch for the Sudbury 5. Jalen Bland, 3 points in the first game for the Sudbury 5. Braylon as well. 20 points first game, then a 35 effort on just 21 shots in the second game for the Sudbury 5. Who are 2-0 and at the top of the power standings early. But London might have something to say about this.
Yeah, they're defending champions. They had a lot of turnover from last year. So I don't know. I really think the Sudbury 5 are going to come out here and get the W tonight.
And so the Sudbury 5, as you take a look at the home court there, and you get a look at us up here in the booth. We're going to be going down to court level to start it off soon. A couple notable names for the Sudbury 5. A couple notable names for the London Lightning, as you mentioned. They are the defending champions. A lot of turnover on this roster. Their leading scorer last season, Royce White, an NBA draft pick, no longer with the team. That he was not going to come back. They've replaced championships do. Teams do replace those players with some very talented individuals. Kevin Ware Jr. Basketball fans out there might be interested to know he's playing for the London Lightning. Louisville Cardinal, national champion before the championship was taken away from the Louisville Cardinals. He went on to have a successful career elsewhere at Georgia State, and he's now playing for the London Lightning. A couple other players we'll talk about through the broadcast as well. So we'll take you down to court level as we do the starting lineups for both teams. And the first time here in Sudbury, and it is sold out crowd here in Greater Sudbury. We mentioned a couple players for the London Lightning. Anthony Gaines Jr. He's up there second in the league, 30 points per game, 30 points, and 12 rebounds offensive. In the last game we mentioned, London has only played so far. They are 1-0 on the season. We mentioned other players still on that team. Xavier Moon, we'll have more on the broadcast. Marvell Waite as well, 16.7 rebounds. George Surest, the Sudbury 5 native, making his first start in his hometown. So very cool story there. A couple connections on the Sudbury 5 from Greater Sudbury as well. We'll get through the broadcast. 12-minute quarters here in Greater Sudbury, and we're minutes away from tip-off past the 7:05 start time.
I wanted to talk a little bit about Randy Glaze as well. Yeah, he had a really big game last game, down with 16 rebounds, which I thought was just incredible.
And in that game against KW, timely rebounds as well, getting those offensive rebounds, tossing it out, getting the second chance, which is so huge, especially when you have those high volume shooters like Bland and Racing back there. You give them second opportunities. They're going to knock them down for sure. Another player as well. Travis Relaford, big on the board. He's going to be good for this team.
Adam Blaze, he's been connecting well. He had a lot of late game threes in the first game.
KW, Titan alum, played there for a few seasons. His third all-time and scored in games played. KW. He's now Sudbury 5. Looks like the mascot for the Sudbury 5, the Rock Monster, is going to kick this off in style. It's an absolutely beautiful court, beautiful atmosphere in Greater Sudbury. Crazy how it changes so quickly from an ice rink to a basketball court, and it looks so stunning. And the excitement, you can feel it in the crowd, around the town, the buzz from this team.
Yeah, you can really feel it. Really, everyone's been talking about it. You can tell based on the sold out crowd tonight.
So the red carpet is out, starting lineup moments away. The Sudbury 5 will be coming from the tunnel underneath the crowd. So it's going to be a very cool experience for the crowd. They've got some raised platforms down here as well. It just you pretty much have to be here to see it. We're going to show it to you throughout the game. The court, a nice red and yellow of the 5.
Looks like they're about best mascot in the league.
I'd even go further. Best mascot in the country.
I'd have to agree with that
She's known for
So the Sudbury 5, we mentioned the 2-0 on the season. It's early. It's the first home game they played on the road. They are 2-0 lead. The standings in their conference. At the end of it all, the end of the season, 4 teams from each conference go to the playoffs, and it's a best of 5, 2 best of 7. The London Lightning knocked out the Halifax Hurricanes in the championship. It's been those two teams battling it out the last few years. The London Lightning doing a great job at drawing some talent to their roster. 3 of their top scorers are gone from last season, but they have replaced them well. As you see, Rock Monster down there at court level.
Tonight, guys, it's all about our community. We want to showcase some sort of science and experiences, sports and entertainment. Our hope is every home game.
You know, I think the fans are going to be really impressed with this team. After watching the first couple games, they represent very well. You know, incredibly close games down to the last couple minutes in both of them, and we prevailed by 3 points. First game 126 to 123, and in game 2 they won 115 to 112.
And this team is going to be heavily involved in the community as well. They've done a meet and greet at the center, the mall, and they'll be in Science North on Saturday for another meet and opportunity to fans to engage with them. They've also done a number of basketball camps with the Northern Basketball Academy here at Sudbury. The Northern Lights Academy, led by assistant coach Kyle Beers, who is from Sudbury. He's on the bench right now. Dennis Goche, longtime LaSalle secondary coach as well on the bench Sudbury 5. So some pretty good connections as they introduce the dance pack.
Logan Stutz, the general manager and coach, he really did a phenomenal job. We got a bunch of guys that picked up, and it's been paying off so far.
And the former MVP of the National Basketball League of Canada, Logan Stutz, deciding to hang up, pretty good opportunity to come in here, shape a new team, create the roster how he wants to make it. So far, he's been pretty successful, bringing in some players. Busy off season, and a lot of hype. There's the drop that Sudbury's going to get a franchise, to the naming process, to mascot, and then finally signing those players. It's been a long road to this point, finally here. And we're minutes away from actual game time here in Sudbury. So Antoine Chandler, number 12, along with Braylon Rayson, actually played with head coach Stutz, so very familiar. And you'll see, I mean, throughout the season, Logan is not far gone from his playing days, having played last season. We'll get in there and mix it up, practice. So kind of guy who can relate to the players, knows what they're going through. And at the same time, a good motivator and leader on the court and off the court when he played. So translating well his head coaching role.
Yeah, he's really got a full understanding of the game. You can tell from the way the team's playing. He's an excellent coach, an excellent defensive end and the offensive end.
It's a very busy schedule for the Sudbury 5. As they have 8 games in the month of December. Their next game will be December 1st, so next week. Then they'll have a Sunday game next week as well, or the following week. As I mentioned, very busy schedule as it kicks off here tonight.
Yeah, December's going to be their busiest month. What's exciting about those 8 games, 7 of them are coming in on the Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So I'm sure the city's going to come out and support the team.
Yeah, the buzz, especially with those two victories, key for this fan base, knowing that there is some real talent and some real basketball experience from some pretty good schools in the United States. Grandy Glaze from Canada as well, some good Canadian content. And I know that this hype will spill over into and beyond for this team, which is exciting for the city. Another option on the weekend, as you mentioned, a great family atmosphere to take your family down to a basketball game. And the quality of basketball is, this is professional basketball. The quality is very high. Some of these players are just out of NCAA schools. Most of the players coming from playing overseas in recent years. A couple players having played in the G League, the development league, the NBA as well.
Yeah, exactly. And when you look at the scores of the last games, this is exciting. These are high scoring games. We're really going to get to see this live tonight here.
Yeah, it mirrors kind of how the NBA has been this season. It's just absolutely blowing the doors off of score sheets up there in the 130s, 120s with the Sudbury 5, their first game 126. So they're not afraid to let it fly, run and gun, play in the fast break, and it's going to be some exciting games here in Greater Sudbury on the road if you're following the team as well. As they introduce the full lineup, behind the scenes, training staff, coaching staff, and then finally the roster of the Sudbury 5. Starting for the Sudbury 5, we'll get to the starting rosters later. You're going to have a graphic up on the board, it'll be for the London Lightning, Mo Bolden, Xavier Moon, Kevin Ware Jr., Marvell Waith, AJ Gaines Jr. on the other side. Sudbury 5, Jalen Braylon Rayson, Corey Dixon, George Serres, and Travis Relaford.
George Serres, he's got quite a bit of fans out tonight, being one of the local guys here.
For sure, Collège Notre Dame went there, and then on to Laurentian before heading over to France to play overseas. Long-time player, so a lot of basketball fans here in Greater Sudbury, heading out to Laurentian games, familiar with George Serres, who's Robert Esme, Olympic medalist from Greater Sudbury. He's been working with this team in terms of training off the court. I mean, what better resource to have than an Olympic medalist?
Absolutely. When it comes to training, nobody trains harder than an Olympic medalist. And if he can pass any of that knowledge along to the coaching staff, it's going to do nothing but benefit us.
The introductions of the visiting London Lightning going on right now. AJ Gaines Jr. We mentioned just one game, 30 points, 12 rebounds. He's going to be a monster on the glass. This team can shoot. They move the ball around well. They have 4 players, I believe, with 4 more assists last game. And some of the local members of this roster getting a nice round of applause from the Sudbury faithful.
Well, and as you mentioned, with them too, with the players of 4 assists and above, it really speaks to the volume of the league right now. And the way it's heading, the massive injection of offense.
Yep. See Logan getting introduced. They're still working on some plays on the clipboard there. Always getting ready. And he seems to transition from player to coach. A lot of players take that time, assistant coach, trying to find their footing. But he seems almost perfect for this role as we get the introductions for the Sudbury 5 starting lineup.
I'm having a hard time controlling my own excitement right now. This is really a big moment for Sudbury.
It is, and it's just so cool to finally see it all come together. The courts, the players, and just minutes away from the first inaugural season of the Sudbury 5, the newest edition of the National Basketball League of Canada.
As you mentioned before, too, with the game, I think the fans are going to be incredibly excited about how good of basketball this really is. Unless you've gone to an NBA game, this is right up there with the best of the best.
But that's there's a big difference, and it almost is more like a college game than an NBA game. Just in the fact these players continuously are out to prove something. They're looking for that next contract, whether it be in Europe, a second look, or a first look at the NBA G League to try and get that next big contract for this team. And so all these players have something to play for. They want to win. They want to be a part of this team. They want to be part of the community and show that they are leaders on and off the court. That's what teams in Europe are looking for as well. And so the quality of basketball is more along the lines of if you've ever had a chance to see an NCAA game, especially in March Madness, some of these players have the opportunity to play in that tournament, and it's very close to that type of game. They play FIBA rules, but there's some NBA rules that are mixed in there as well. So they kind of play a hybrid. This league wants players to show personality, which I think is great. They've in the rule book they've said question calls as long as it's not aggressive over the top. Whereas in the NBA, any kind of look at the referee will give you a technical foul right away. So some expression within the players, some expression on the court with the jerseys and the jersey themes and the colors, and obviously the mascot in Rock Monster.
Standing at 6'3", your Sudbury native and Sudbury's own, win number 9, George Surrett.
And there we go, introducing George Surrett, the local talent. The crowd's pretty excited for that one. That was the largest cheers we've heard yet.
And last but not least, standing 6'5" from Kansas City, Missouri, wing number 24, Travis Rutherford.
Starting lineups introduced, and we are seconds away from tip-off as the teams huddle up. The starting lineups have been introduced, and we're almost ready for basketball in Greater Sudbury. Obviously, we're going to have the national anthem. So we'll take it down to court level for the national anthem, and we'll be back up top for the first broadcast of the Sudbury 5 on Eastlink Community TV. And we are ready for basketball here in Greater Sudbury. The London Lightning, the defending NBL of Canada champions, against the new Sudbury 5, the newest member of the league, and the 2-0 undefeated team. Here once again, I am Nick Liard, joined with Alex Gunn. We're going to bring you all the action here tonight, as we also have the American national anthem. Go. Basketball in Greater Sudbury. The tip-off at center court starting. You saw these starting lineups there on our board for the away team. Again, Mo Bolden, number 0, Xavier Moon, Kevin Ware Jr., Marvell Waith, and AJ Gaines Jr. The starting lineups for your home team: Sudbury 5, number 1, Jalen Brand, number 2, Braylon Rayson, number 4, Corey Dixon, number 9, George Ceres, and number 24, Travis Relaford. The mayor of Greater Sudbury, Brian Baker, out there with Sudbury Wolves owner and Sudbury 5 owner Dario Zulich to throw out the inaugural tip-off, which is always a fun sight, seeing people who have never thrown a tip-off before toss one up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Although Dario Zulich, a basketball fan and player himself, the University of Western in his days. So I saw him before the game got underway, and boy was he excited to finally get this underway and get this started. Once again, it's a sold-out crowd here in Greater Sudbury at the Sudbury Community Arena for the first game in the history of the Sudbury 5.
I thought the mayor did a pretty good job throwing that one up, though.
It was good. It was great form. You know, underneath. Held the ball underneath, threw it up right in the middle, and it was won by the home team.
The fan cheering for Dario's introduction there.
And so I just want to thank everyone for coming out. I want to thank each and every person in this building for coming out for tonight. We are making history here in Sudbury, and all of us are part of it. Thank you, everyone in this building, for making this come true. Thank you.
Let's make some noise for the owner of Sudbury 5, and also the Brian Baker. Thank you so much.
That's Wolves and 5 owner Dario Zulich, president and CEO of Sudbury Wolves Sports Entertainment, bringing basketball to Greater Sudbury. The Sudbury 5 in the home white jerseys, the London Lightning in the away black. And so the tip-off, the starting lineups greet at center court. And after that long introduction, they're going to give them a couple minutes to warm up, which makes sense. There's a lot of festivities going on. Players get a little bit cold. So 2:40 of us talking before the basketball game gets underway. Let's talk again about, you know, those 2 games that they have. It just kind of increased the hype. Their first 2 wins. The first one was a comeback win and ended up being a 3-point victory. The second game against KW Titans, a pretty good victory, another 3-point victory, but just added the fuel to the hype of this team. Coming in 2-0, sold out crowd. It was, you know, people were struggling to find tickets at the last minute, and I think it's just going to continue on all season long, but very impressive victories right off the bat.
Yeah, I believe the first game, the 5 actually came back from 20 down at the half, and the second game as well, in the first half they were down more than 10 points. And they fought back, and they were resilient, and they took the W in both.
And so they're going to face their toughest task of the early season, the London Lightning. We mentioned off the top that they did have a lot of turnover on this roster from rosters past. Their top 3 scorers have left the team, and that includes Royce White Jr., the leading scorer last season, and I believe MVP. He had 27.7 points per game in the playoffs, a championship run for the London Lightning, which was absolutely huge.
The nice thing about having this as the inaugural season too is that the other teams, they can't use it as an excuse that they have a high turnover, because every player we have is new.
Exactly. You know, that is the thing with this league. There is often high turnover. Players traded, or players finding that next contract in Europe or whatever, playing a season, getting that tape together, impressing the fans, and then moving on. So a lot of the players for rosters across the league have had turnover. But the Sudbury 5, brand new, their entire roster, brand new, developed by GM and head coach Logan Stutz. And like we said at the top, they've put together some pretty impressive names and some pretty impressive talent. And we do have also in the building Commissioner of the NBL of Canada, Audley Stevenson. He is here. He was down actually in the first game to check out the Sudbury 5's first game in Windsor. He was there and has made the trip up to Sudbury. A little bit snowy up here for him, but I'm sure he's enjoying the view and enjoying this crowd. It was about 2 years ago that they made the announcement of the team coming to Greater Sudbury. Just, you know, when they made the announcement of the name, he was on video as well, congratulating the team and the Sudbury 5 ready for basketball. So we mentioned the Sudbury 5. They're led by Jalen Bland. 43 points in the first game. He was absolutely lights out. 11 threes in that game, 11 for 19. So shooting a high percentage. Then he hit 5 more the next game. And had 24 points. Braylon Rayson, not to be outdone, 35 points against the KW Titans. Number 2. Both of them guards, both of them can shoot, both of them can get to the hoop and score, and the tip-off, and we are underway in Sudbury, the Sudbury 5, their first home game of the NBL of Canada season. And it's racing up top, has a lane, decides to pull up and shoot. That one does not fall. Nice rebound there from Dixon. And Relaford, nice pass across, another shot, that one missed, and the rebound goes to the London Lightning. Across to Xavier Moon. Nice drive there, a lane, back pass out to Moon. Out to Mo Bolden at the top, step back. Gets it, settles it down, 11 on the shot clock. And Xavier Moon gets the screen from Bolden. Open shot, Moon can't knock it down. Big rebound there by Kevin Ware Jr., the former Louisville Cardinal. Stolen there by George Soares, has a lane. Nice job there by Kevin Ware to get back and just get a hand on it. No foul call. And the crowd responding well. There's a foul as George Soares goes crashing into the London Lightning player.
That one might have been out of frustration there. It really seemed like he was fouled on the last play down the court.
Well, it's a good job by Kevin Ware Jr. to hustle back after the turnover. And it'll be Kevin Ware inbounding the ball for the London Lightning. Up top to Xavier Moon. Nice pass there to Marvell Waith. The shot, that one short, and a big board there by Rayson across to Bland. Can't leave him that open. And the first 5-4-3 of the Sudbury 5 season goes to Bland. And the ball at the top for the London Lightning. 3-0 early. And an offensive foul going back the other way. The call, and it is the 5 ball. Number 2, Braylon Rayson has the ball on the left side, looking to set up a play at the top. Jalen Bland again, looking to put some spice on it, can't. And here comes Moon once again. Moon controlling the tempo of this team. Which number 35 has not yet got any real good looks. It's AJ Gaines Jr. And there's a shot there from Mo Bolden. The 2 points for the guest London Lightning. And a screen up high, a lane in the opening. Nice pass there to Relaford. The lay-in and the finish, number 24 from Braylon Rayson. And George Soares getting the start in his hometown, putting the pressure on full court. Moon gets it to Ware Jr. Ware has it go off his feet and over. That was quite close to over and back. Ref not in position to see it, and the play continues. Here's Bolden. Another short shot. That one front iron. A lot of front iron coming. A nice open lane there all the way coast to coast. And it is Jalen Bland once again.
Out to the quick start there with the 7-2 lead.
And a timeout called. The horn was blown. And it looks like London was calling for a timeout, and that's what it will be. A little bit of confusion, but it's sorted out. 7 too early.
As Dixon pumps up the crowd, he's waving his hands. The crowd gets excited.
And so Jalen Bland has come to play early on, hits the first points of the Sudbury 5 inaugural home game, and then continues there with a coast-to-coast run and the lay-in finish.
I thought he got fouled on that play too. It's too bad because it looked like he was going up for the dunk. I think the crowd would have went really crazy on that one.
Yeah, the crowd so far has been very responsive right off that that initial three-point shot by Bland just erupted. And the excitement, as we mentioned, has been building for a while here in Greater Sudbury. And everyone gets to now express themselves, enjoy a basketball game. There's some nice courtside seats set up. It's a great atmosphere. Jam-packed, sold-out game. Standing room only tickets were available, I think, up until about a week ago, and they've gone. So after the timeout, the NBL of Canada follows the FIBA rules and timeouts. You'll get 2 timeouts for a half and 3 timeouts for the second half, and that carries over into overtime as well. Play resumes. It is Moon up top. Xavier Moon, the nephew of Jamario Moon. Raptors fans would be familiar with him.
Wow, I was unaware of that. Jamario Moon growing up was one of my favorite players with the Toronto Raptors.
Now, big block there as Corey Dixon with some defense, and Relaford with the tip, and the bench of the 5 has erupted. Some stingy defense, just 2 points so far through almost 4 minutes of play for this London Lightning team. Jamario Moon played for the Raptors a couple seasons, went on to the Cleveland Cavaliers, Miami Heat, and LA Clippers, known for his flashy style of play. One of my favorite Raptors as well.
Yeah, he really had a lot of hustle and grit to him.
And Xavier Moon kind of showing off his ball handling ability and quickness. A little bit shorter than his uncle, obviously, but still with the same determination and hustles. We have free throws coming to Mo Bolden, number 0. He knocks the first of 2.
Not to be that guy, but I wouldn't be bothered if Moon had a less than average performance tonight.
Sudbury fans would be excited about there. He had 17 points in his first game. And Relaford, nice pass there to Dixon. Dixon can't finish, but a nice pass by Relaford, and back comes the Lightning the other way, 7-4. Inside, nice steal there, but somehow gets back to the Lightning player Ware. A drive, a pass out to Bolden. Bolden open 3, short. Ware follows up. The national champion with the Louisville Cardinals went on to Georgia State after an injury against the Duke Blue Devils. And there's race in the shot. That one goes off the iron and back the other way. Here's Gaines Jr. Can't get that one in. A wild shot. Here's Relaford. Left-handed pass to Rayson, cross court. He's got a man, and it's Bland, wide open. Bland, knock it down.
That was a deep one there.
Bland continuing where he left off. 11 threes in the first game, 5 the next, and he's already hit 2 on the evening tonight. Bolden up top. Ball coming out of Ware's hands. And there's the shot there by number 22, Marvell Waith. And here comes a reach across, and Gaines not happy with that one, as he thought he got a clean steal, but a foul called to Gaines Jr. Some subs coming in. George Ceres and Corey Dixon coming out. And looks like Pitchford coming in, Walter Pitchford coming in, number 35, as well as, I believe, Henry. A shot there, and Bland once again knocking it down. He's been impressive to start, and it is Alexander Henry, number 23, who came in as well. Walter Pitchford gets knocked back, and an open shot on the corner for Bolden. He knocks it down for the opposing Lightning.
Bland seems to be carrying over from last game, where he hit 5 3-pointers as well.
A deep three, can't get that one to go. And a follow-up there, nice job. The London Lightning have been really impressive on the offensive glass in the Sudbury 5. Need to find a man. There's Alexander Henry wide open. Shot knocks it down. Number 23 gets on the scoreboard. 14-11 for the Sudbury 5 in this first quarter. 5:52 left to go. Bolden gets the up fake, looks for the shot and foul, can't get a call. And here's Bland, the shot pulls up. Can't knock it down, had Relaford on the left side. And back come the other way, the Lightning had an opening. There's Moon, but the pass goes over top of his head as Marcus Capers, Washington State player, 4-year player at Washington State, good school there. And played with the London Lightning since 2015, and before that the Mississauga Power. So long-time player, the longest serving member of this London Lightning team. A member of a couple championship teams. Alexander Henry up top, looking to go one-on-one, gives it back to Jalen Bland. Or Rayson, sorry. And the long shot there by Walter Pitchford, the big 6'11" forward. Walter Pitchford played at some impressive schools as well. The University of Florida and Nebraska, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, University of Nebraska. And a foul called there against the Sudbury 5.
Still sitting at a 14-11 lead for the Sudbury 5. I'd really like to see them have a strong first half here, even though they came back and won both games prior to this. If we can come out of this with the lead at the half, I think we got a pretty good chance.
Well, exactly, and that's, I mean, not the type of game that you want to be playing, that come from behind games. So if they can continue to get out and start. Fan favorites, I mean, it is the first game, but this guy's going to be a fan favorite all year long. Grandy Glaze gets the sub in for Alexander Henry. Number 22 wearing the yellow headband is Grandy Glaze, and the free throw is missed. At the top, Marcus Capers from Winter Haven, Florida. Another one missed, and nearly Maven Phillips almost got that one back. And here comes Bland with the ball, moving around. He's open, he might as well shoot it, and he knocks it down. Bland, he's got a fire under his shoes.
Yeah, he's been really connecting from deep this year.
And Moon, that one a kickball as it goes back to Moon. Bland just lighting it up, and you can't give him any room, and the Lightning have been doing that. Out of bounds underneath the net. Moon open three, that's short. Big rebound there. And Phillips, a good effort underneath the basket for the London Lightning team. Grandy Glaze, the spin move pass to Pitchford. Oh, wow. Finish. Glaze. Well, hello with the dribble moves, and Sends it down low to Pitchford with the finish. That one off, and Glaze with the rebound. One-man fast break all the way to the cup, and he finishes. Grandy Glaze firing up the crowd, and this home crowd is loving a 21-13 lead. Shot there by Phillips. That is off, and Pitchford gets the rebound. Braylon racing 1-on-2, goes to Bland. Bland in low to Glaze. Oh, knocked out, and he'll go to the free throw line. That would have brought the house down.
I really thought he was going to throw that one down until the player got a hold of his arm, but let's see what he does at the free throw line here.
Well, a couple players in for the Sudbury 5. Number 32 is Devin Gilligan, and incoming is number 3, Adam Blazek. We talked about him being impressive, a good role player. You can throw him in the starting lineup, you can have him off the bench, just a guy who will come in and give you everything. From Erie, Pennsylvania, played at Gannon University and spent all 4 years there, and that's in his hometown, where he logged some pretty heavy minutes and averaged over 14 points a game over his 4-year career at Gannon University, as Glaze knocks down the free throw there. And a big lead. Capers down low, wide open. That one an easy layup, and that one is missed, as Kirk William Jr. can't finish. Grandy Glaze finding for Blazek, a little bit too far. A tough pass to make and catch over the shoulder of Blazek, and it'll go out of bounds. Comes back the other way.
I like the gamble on that, though. You know, if he did come down with that catch, it would have been a basket for sure.
Our biggest thing, turnovers going forward. You can live with that. It goes out of bounds. You're allowed to reset your defense. And here comes Moon down low, and that one a reach in. Pitchford out of position, gets the reach and puts it down.
22-13. That's the best start of the year so far for the 5.
A couple players coming back in. It'll be Relaford taking out Pitchford. Bland taking a seat. I'm sure a quick rest for Bland, as Dixon also coming back in for the Sudbury 5.
The first one's in.
22-14 here in Greater Sudbury. Absolutely crazy to say professional basketball and watching professional basketball in Greater Sudbury. It's been a long time coming. They're finally here, and they're putting on a show early on. Blazek uses the screen from Dixon, has Dixon, and a foul called against the Lightning. That'll be number 4 against the Lightning.
I get that they're playing on top of ice, but you can't really body check players out there like that.
Yes, the boards are down, and the baskets are up. Relaford looking for Glaze inside. Relaford takes the shot, knocks it down. Relaford, the pass wasn't there, so hit the 3. And the Lightning coming back. Garrett Williamson, one of the top scorers last season for this team. Blazek running with Grandy Glaze, same side, wide open, it's Gilligan, 3, just rattles out. That close for Gilligan's first home points. Nice handles there from number 14, Marcus Capers. Out to Phillips, he's missed a couple threes, not gonna miss that one. Wide open, and you see just the pace of play of this league. Players just hitting back, forth, and center. And a pass there from Grandy Glaze. Picked off, here's Moon on Glaze, nice pass there, finish. And a nice little run there by the Lightning. The Sudbury 5 just gonna slow it down a little bit, get it to Relaford in the half set, set up a play. And Relaford using the screen up high. Relaford has the matchup he wants on Capers. Inside, fades back, can't hit it. Nice job there by Dixon. Hit from behind, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, Dixon did a great job there fighting for the rebound on that one, and he rewarded himself with 2 free throws.
And so with the Sudbury 5 up 25-20, the 5 are up 5 early in this quarter, or in the game. First quarter, 1:40 left to go. And Dixon Heading to the line, number 4, Corey Dixon. Gets his first free throw opportunities of the night. First one, good for Dixon. Corey Dixon of Argyle, Texas, went to the University of New Orleans. Played overseas for some time in the British Basketball League and Belgium leagues as well. So well-traveled is Corey Dixon. And the play continues. 1:33 left in this first quarter. Backing down is Bolden. Pass in a couple players there. A little bit underneath the net, and number 14, Marcus Capers, can't hit it. Relaford has a man in the corner. Gilligan, open shot, knocks it down. Gilligan on an island himself, and he shoots it and hits it. And the play up top is Garrett Williamson. Into Bolden, has 2 on him. Backing down Gilligan. Tries to spin in, nice help in there by Relaford. And Kevin Ware making his presence felt. Experienced couple players from big name schools on these rosters. As I mentioned, Kevin Ware, a former Louisville Cardinal. Relaford, University of Kansas. A take there by Gilligan, who ends up getting it back. Blazek wide open. The shot goes up, and it was still in play. Gilligan thought it hit the top, and got a play to the whistle.
Yeah, he thought that one hit the shot clock there, and if that was the case, it would have been a turnover. So unfortunately for the 5, it didn't, so we could have saved that one.
Well, perhaps final shot clock and game clock pretty much at the same, about a 1 second differential between the shot clock and game clock. So Capers will hold it up top, get that last final shot, and the screen up top, still 8 seconds left. Bolden, he's got a man open, winding down 3, 2, and the shot off, rebound. That'll spell the end of the quarter. Sudbury 5 in their first ever quarter, in their first ever home game in Greater Sudbury, have a 6-point lead.
And the fans rewarding their effort. They're all standing cheering. 29-23 lead.
So I believe we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back very shortly. 2 minutes for the second quarter on Eastlake Community TV. Inaugural home game of the Sudbury 5 in the National Basketball League of Canada, joined by a very special guest, the commissioner of the league, Audley Stevenson.
Yeah, hey, thanks for having me.
Hey, no problem. It's his birthday.
It's my birthday, yeah, I know.
What a
great way to spend birthday celebration.
And you can't beat this view, right?
This is awesome. I was in the booth right next door here, and I love it. It's great. Fantastic.
So just talk about, the lead up until now. there's been, you know, when the team was announced, there's coming to Greater Sudbury.
Yep.
Then the team name was announced, and finally to this point. Talk about that lead up and what it's been like.
Well, you watch progression, and I mean, really, this has been a process that started about 2 years ago. When you think about when the group first sort of came to the league and talked about their interest in having basketball here in Sudbury, and so it's been fun to watch. You know, the announcements as we go along, the team name, that was a lot of fun, and now we're here playing our first game. And actually, go back to their very first game on the road. There was a lot of excitement around that, and to get their first win in Windsor was just so fitting for the club.
And we've been talking about it through the broadcast, but just the quality of basketball and the excitement around this game. Just talk about what it is to have some of these players. You know, you've got players from Louisville, players from Kansas on these rosters. There's some high-quality talent.
Yeah, we've, you know, those inside, you know, and within our league have been watching the growth and progression of this, of the game, and seeing where we as a league can also be a part of this. And it's been great to see, particularly when you see players who want to come back, who want to be here, playing in Canada. Canadians playing close to home, that's always big, and an appeal factor, if you will. So there's a lot of really positive things going on around the game, and why us within the league is just really excited.
You were there for the opener of the Sudbury Five's first ever game. You're here tonight.
Yeah.
You're getting to see this roster a little bit. Any predictions for this team?
You know what? I've been very impressed. You know, we talk, look at this ball movement. Come on. That's great ball movement. It's fantastic. But we talk about a first-year team, and they're not playing like a first-year club. No. Logan Stutz, a man who's been in this league for a few years, has had success, a former league MVP. He understands this league, and when the management group appointed him to this role, they knew exactly what they were doing, and that's what you wanted. So and right now, you know, the way this team plays, their shooting ability, a guy like Jalen Bland, who was named Player of the Week just last week, phenomenal shooter. I remember before the season even got started, you know, Logan came over and said, hey, I think I got the best shooter in the league. Like, and you know, so far I'm like, wow, he might be onto something. I don't know. We'll see as the season progresses, but it's just been a lot of fun, and I think the sky's the limit for this club.
Yeah, Jalen Bland for sure, that 11 threes in that first game. You had an opportunity to watch him, so definitely one of the better shooters. But there's some players who have been around the league on this team as well. And you got a hometown guy as well, George Serres, which is an absolutely fantastic story. Playing here locally at university and seeing the fruits of the labor. Well, one of the best things about this league, I find, is the ability to, you know, the towns that they're in, to grow the game within that community. Talk about that opportunity for this team.
They do. I want to go back to George because, you know, something that's really big for him, not only just him, his family. I mean, the idea of playing in front of loved ones, families, friends, and has an opportunity to see you up close and personal is just, I mean, there's just so much excitement about that. But growing the game, you're absolutely right. That's our, you know, our aim. We want to grow this game. We're seeing what's happening on an international level with the game of basketball, and the fact that we're able to contribute to that landscape and through our own way, and, you know, producing a product that fans are enjoying. I mean, the building's packed right now, and, you know, fans are enjoying the experience. So to be able to do that as a league, hey, we couldn't ask for anything better.
Well, Audley, the commissioner of the NBL of Canada, thank you very much for joining us. Great meeting you in person, and hopefully you make a couple more trips up to Sudbury throughout the season.
I got to, man. It's a lot of fun up here, man.
You might as well stay the weekend, right?
I might as well. Thanks for the time, Nick.
Perfect. The Sudbury 5 lead 3-2. That's Audley Stevenson, the commissioner of the league. And definitely proud of the product that the Sudbury 5 were able to put up on the court so far. Long three there. It's Braylon Rayson. The Sudbury 5 knocking it down from outside the arc. As we get the first quarter stats, Bland with 11 points in the first. Rayson, that's his first points. And here comes Rayson again, pulls up for three. That one just short. No rebounders down there. Ware takes a spill, keeps his dribble alive somehow. And there's Ware, a nice little dribble move, pull up. That one doesn't take the shooter's bounce. And defensive foul there as he was holding down the offensive player, Gaines Jr.
The way Braylon's been playing lately, I'm thinking if we should ask him if we can start calling him Trayson.
He is just lights out. He's been lights out. the first 3 games. Hopefully this continues. But I mean, he's getting those open looks. He's creating for himself. And that's the key for three-point shooters, is not only to be able to catch and shoot, but be able to create that shot himself as well. Up top, it's Bolden. Bolden gets it to Moon. 35-23 for Sudbury. And Bolden takes the shot. That one goes off the iron and off the backboard. And here comes Bland. Bland, nice move in and out. Pulls up for 3, knocks it down again. 5, 4, 3.
Nothing bland about that shot.
Now Bland leading the way for this Sudbury 5 team. Travis Relaford as well doing a great job. George Ceres guarding Bolden. Bolden hasn't been able to get much going. Makes a nice move there. Hooks around George Ceres. Ceres looking for a call. Just a nice step through there. And a nice move by Rayson. Knocked down hard by Bolden, who helps him up. But just the quickness, just start to stop. He just gets by you and he's gone.
Took a really hard foul on that one. I'm happy. He seems to be okay.
So we're going to have free throws here to Braylon Rayson. Rayson scoreless in that first quarter. Knocks down the first one, and the imaginary high five.
I think Sudbury's going to be getting the ball back after this. I believe the refs called an intentional on that one.
Yeah, it was a hard foul, so the Sudbury 5 will get the ball on the out of bounds. And Rayson hits 1 for 2, 39-31, 8:23 left to go here in this second quarter. Sudbury 5 off to a very good start, but as we saw from their first 2 games, teams can come back down from a big lead. George Ceres over to Bland. Open is Dixon. That one knocks it down. A corner 2, and it's a 10-point lead. Bolden with an opening, goes at it, Euro steps, can't get it up. Nice job there. Beautiful pass, and on the run are the 5. Beautiful ball movement, and Relaford knocking it in from Rayson.
Excellent team basketball there.
Bolden again trying the move. This time he picks up the foul, as Bolden going 1-on-2, 1-on-3. Yeah, looks like we're going to have a timeout call. The scorer's timeout. And we're going to be joined by Amanda Pride of Eastlink TV, who's going to tell us exactly about what's going on in the upcoming games this season for the Sudbury 5, and an exciting time for not only Sudbury, but Eastlink TV as well as the Sudbury 5. This is where you're going to find them. This is the home of the Sudbury 5. Amanda?
Hey, Nick, thank you very much, and glad to have you out here. You and Alex are doing a great job so far. We've got, we're covering quite a few of the games this season, or carrying some of the games this season, so we hope that fans will pack the place like they are tonight, sell out crowds, and huge groups of people enjoying the games at home. Our next game, the next broadcast will be on December 6th. Sudbury Wolves Sports and Entertainment is actually broadcasting that game for us, so we get to sit at home and watch the game ourselves for the first time. Not you, but me for sure.
Yes, for sure. with the feet up, for sure. I mean, my feet are up and my shoes are off, but we're not going to, show you that. But the Eastlink throughout the season is carrying these games, and what's really cool is the Ontario teams, but also the East Coast teams, and they clash throughout the season. So there's plenty of broadcast. It's a great family atmosphere, as we talked about through the broadcast. But if you can't you can't come down to the arena to see the game, there's an option to watch it on TV and follow along with this team.
Absolutely. We've one of our stations, of course, is in Halifax, Nova Scotia, where the Hurricanes hail from, and we'll be covering the Halifax Hurricanes when they play here. And our friends in Halifax are going to cover the game, so we can see the Sudbury 5 on the road in Halifax, I believe in January, toward the end of January. So we can look forward to that, but lots of basketball between now and then to catch up on for sure. Beautiful.
Well, thank you very much, Amanda Pride of Eastlink TV. And you can always catch the games on Eastlink Community TV for all your Sudbury 5 action. Thank you, Amanda.
Thanks a lot, Nick, and have a great second half of the game.
Beautiful. All right, we're back to the action. 43-32, Sudbury 5 and Travis Relaford making some moves inside. He slid his back foot. Didn't look like it, but the ref says he slid that back pivot foot. And it'll be a turnover for the Sudbury 5. Travis Relaford, couple subs coming in. Relaford, Dixon leave, and in comes Grandy Glaze and Walter Pitchford. George Sarras stays out, putting that full court pressure on Xavier Moon. Kevin Ware out there, and AJ Gaines, Anthony Gaines Jr. has yet to put it out. Up top to Pitchford. Canton gets it back. Is Jalen Bland, or sorry, Braylon Rayson able to get it back. Throws it up for Walter Pitchford. Pitchford can't control it. And it ends up in their favor. Moon, the pull up, that one long. Gaines, big rebound, puts it in. That's where he is so dangerous. 12 rebounds the last game, 6 of them offensive. You gotta find him as soon as the shot goes up, because he is going to look for that offensive rebound. Pitchford in the middle, has 2 on him. Glaze cutting to the middle, that one big block from number 22, Marvell Waith, one of the top players on this team. Waith came in 16 points, 7 rebounds in London's first game. Ball is out of bounds. The block went there. So Braylon Rayson. And so here comes the inbound. 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Glaze wide open. He's been working on that outside shot. Close, but just missed that one. Moon, cross court to Capers. Pump fake, spin move in the middle. Shot goes up. Nice touch there by Waith.
Jalen Bland's having a really impressive game. He's got 14 points already, and it's not even the halftime.
Well, he's used to those high-scoring games. There's a pass in. Number 12 gets the shot up. That's Antoine Chandler. Missed, and back the other way. Bolden, nice move, finishes. Nice little step through by Bolden, and the finish at the rim. Antoine Chandler, the guard. And it's Rayson with the ball now. Takes the long 3. That one rims out, and another rebound as the London Lightning making a run for it. Antoine Chandler from Farmington Hills, Michigan. Played at Eastern Michigan University. And a foul called there against Braylon Rayson. Going in the post, a bit of a mismatch there as Garrett Williamson was up against the shorter Rayson.
Rayson's off to a bit of a cold start tonight, 1 for 4, but from our perspective, it's kind of a good thing, because shooters, if one thing's true, they tend to make up for the averages, and I'm sure he's going to knock down the next couple shots.
He has been moving the ball around well, getting it out to Bland. He gets a pass back there, has Glaze in the middle, has to get out of the key. Glaze with a big dribble, left-handed finish, smooth with the left hand is Grandy Glaze.
I really like Grandy Glaze. He's just an energy guy. He does a little bit of everything out there.
Moon up top to Bolden, good ball movement there, wide open 3, well short though. Bland over to Rayson. Rayson carrying it up, has Chandler on the left side, Glaze with the screen. Rayson gets the ball back after a sequence of events there. Rayson all the way, nice pass to Glaze, and the foul. And you see it there, that ball movement. Rayson had the lane to go up, saw Glaze get him involved, and that high energy character that he has is just going to fire up the rest of this team.
And you know, the defense did the right thing. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to foul hard to try to deny the and one. But unfortunately for them, they did foul hard, and Glaze still made the basket.
Glaze heading to the line for the extra one. Shot goes up and good. Back to a 10-point lead. It's where it's been a couple times for the Sudbury 5. 4:39 left to go. Fouls 4-3. Sudbury 4, London 3. Glaze on the run. Nice pass out to Bland. 3. Oh my goodness, this kid is on fire.
That one was all the way from New Sudbury.
Stopped at the mall, did a little Christmas shopping, then knocked down the 3. And back the other way. London struggling from beyond the arc. And Bland, a rare take to the rim, and he knocks it in. Left-handed layup. Thought he might pull up for 3 just for fun.
Sudbury really putting on the pressure now with a 15-point lead.
And not only offensively, they're doing a great job defensively. Clogging up that key, not allowing the Lightning to drive, as you see right there, and then running on the other way. Gilligan takes it in. That one a block. They call it a block. Was outside of the restricted area, and the ref saw that the player was moving, so Gilligan gets 2.
I got to mention it again. Logan Stutz is doing a phenomenal job with this team. It's really showing up on the court right now on both ends.
Just that work. I mean, they had such a short time from when the roster was finalized, developed. They had that camp, and then it was right into the season pretty much. I mean, maybe 2 weeks of practice with this squad. And you know what? Some of the players have been saying it's just become such a tight-knit group, which is what you love to see in a basketball team, especially with, you know, players from all over. You know, it's the age of AAU ball where, you know, you're playing with players from different parts of the country in the United States, and this team has really come together well.
They have a big focus on defense too. You know, an hour before tip-off tonight, they had a bunch of pylons out on the court while the other team was focused on their three-point shots. Our guys were out here doing defensive drills. And it's paying off.
Very rare to see too in the, you know, in professional basketball. Normally you get out there, you warm up, you stretch and everything, you get some shots up, but you see that this team is putting in work behind the scenes. And you know, a lot of that I have to think has to do with Kyle Beers, who runs a great academy and does a lot of those drills and conditioning to get players ready, for these moments late in the second quarter, late in the fourth quarter, so that they're conditioned properly. And he's done an absolutely wonderful job and a great addition to the team coming over from LaSalle Secondary School as well. We're put together some pretty successful teams there. London finding themselves down 15 with 3:45 left to go. And so Gilligan at the free throw line, he'll get 2. After the blocking call against the Lightning, he misses the first one. As you see that great camera angle above the net, there's cameras. That's what this arena sets up nice, to be able to throw some different camera angles around. You see our camera there behind the net showing a straight on free throw shot. And Capers across the center line over to Moon, Xavier Moon. Over to Waith. Up top is Moon. Shot, he can't find his shot so far.
It was a great challenge by Grandy on that one.
That one tipped in the corner. It's Capers backing down Gilligan. He's got 2 on him. Grandy Glaze pretty much all over the place. They can't get the rebound, however, as it's Kirk William Jr. finding his way 1-on-3 underneath the net, able to get that rebound. Now, Grandy Glaze came from pretty much the top of the key down to the bottom, helped on that double team. He's everywhere, a high motor guy, and that's what you want. It's contagious when you have a player like that, because it not only shows on the court, but this is what happens in practice, and he's pushing everyone with that energy.
Yeah, absolutely. Players just tend to respect that, especially when you see it in practice. when someone like Grandy Glaze is just giving it 110% all the time, you know, he's not taking any breaks. The other players feel as if they have to give that same effort and that same effectiveness.
We mentioned just, you know, the big tally of rebounds that he's able to put up. He finds his way to make a difference on the score sheet, but also finds a way to make a difference not on the score sheet in stats that, you know, hustle categories that you might just get points in for NBA 2K19, but not exactly on the score sheet. As you see here, I'm setting multiple screens, looking in the post, gets it from Gilligan, going to work, spin move, has it knocked away, gets it out, good ball movement. Bland has that one blocked. Nice contest there by Moon. And that one out of bounds. Glaze trying to save it, almost goes crashing into our signs.
He really is everywhere out there, isn't he?
Yeah, make sure you put those signs back. Those are expensive. So ball off, Grandy Glaze. Capers inbounds it to Moon. Wide open shot there. Sudbury 5 have been lucky in some instances like that where left open, the London Lightning have not been able to take advantage of open threes. Pass in there from Pitchford, can't find its mark. Bland, open. Once again, they go under the screen. He just can't knock that one down. Here comes Moon, floater. Can't finish that. Nice tip in there by Capers. Left-hand, backhand tip in. Impressive on the offensive glass. Pitchford has an opening in the center. Bland, up fake. They're throwing two at him. You can throw 3, 4, 5. It doesn't matter. He's knocking it down.
Approaching 60 points here on the half. Possibly another 120-plus point total here.
Yeah, right on pace with that first game, and they even scored 116 in the second game. And Capers going to work, backing down. Nice defense there. And Pitchford and Glaze.
As impressive as the offense is, like, the defense is what really impresses me right now. They're challenging every shot, and they've held them to 44 points right now.
Glaze inside looking for Gilligan. Has a guy all over him. Goes in for the left hand, and he finishes another and one. The Glaze putting a little icing on it.
I really like this player. He just does everything out there.
He goes in, and as soon as he takes that spin move, he puts the body right in and pretty much nullifies any chance at a block. He uses that size of his, puts his back end and his back right into the player, knocks them backwards, and then they have to recover quickly to try and get a block on him. But you can't because he's already sent you backwards, and then he's up already quickly. So Grandy Glaze at the free throw line looking to knock it down. He can't. The lead is 17 for the Sudbury 5, 61-44 as time winds down in the second quarter. Capers in the corner there. It's Kirk William Jr. Out to Capers, the left-handed shot. That one's short. And a rebound there in the middle is Garrett Williamson. One of the, if there is a problem that the Sudbury 5 are having tonight, it is the offensive rebounds, but you can't nitpick too much on what the 5 have been doing. There's Glaze. Gets the shot off, can't. Pitchford can't get the rebound. Here comes Capers back the other way. Nice give and go. And Capers up and down. And Logan Stutz doesn't like what he sees there. 36.4 left to go in this quarter. He's going to take a timeout.
Yeah, as you mentioned, one of the things about the offensive rebounds that London's been getting is with the way the game's been changing lately, with the focus on more three-point shooting, you'll see that kind of often. The rebounds tend to go a bit longer out, so the players that are boxing out below it goes right over their head into the other team's hands.
Right, that last one exactly as you described it. The long rebound came out, fell into an open area, and it just so happened, you know, there were no 5 players there. It happened to be a London Lightning player. But nonetheless, a 61-48 lead. I'm sure the crowd, you know, they heard about, they may have watched the 2 games on the road. They heard that this team was impressive, and they have been impressed, this crowd has, with the start of the Sudbury 5. Again, to let you know, sold out. It was standing room only earlier this week. Those tickets sold out. There is a buzz in this city about this team, and they are showing up to play in front of this crowd.
As the mascot, the Rock Monster, grabs the ball. I think he's trying to get some extra points for us here.
The ball is with the Sudbury 5 still.
Looks like London will have about 10 seconds. Oh, we had a turnover there.
Nice pass up there, one-handed from Williamson up to Moon, who finishes it off. Moon 6'2", but can still get up. As we mentioned, nephew of Jamario Moon, a Raptor fan favorite in his time in the NBA with the Toronto Raptors. Moon not wearing the signature Jamario Moon headband, though. And there comes Relaford, big block in there as the time winds down. And Capers sends him packing. Sudbury 5 up 11. And so in the inaugural home game of the Sudbury 5 here in Greater Sudbury, the Sudbury 5 lead the defending NBL of Canada champions 61-50, a 15-minute halftime break. Stick with us. You're not going to want to miss this second half here on Eastland Community TV. And we're back inside the Sudbury Arena for second half basketball. The Sudbury 5 lead this one 61-50, their largest lead, 17 points. London has never led in the game. I'm Nick Liard, joined with Alex, and we are back in Greater Sudbury. And Alex Gunn, the Sudbury 5, led by Mr. Bland with a good amount of three-point shots in the first half.
Yeah, I'm personally thinking about opening a checkings account with him because he's just pure money tonight.
He's 6 for 8 from downtown. And Bland out there as well. Corey Dixon takes it into the middle, uses his size, left-handed finish over top, too strong. And Moon coming back the other way for the London Lightning. Here's Ware Jr., Kevin Ware, the former Louisville Cardinal. Bolden. And Moon up top over to number 22. It's Marvell Waith. Waith into Golden. Bolden and a shot clock violation, and it's going to be Sudbury 5 basketball. George Ceres, the hometown Sudburian, out there for the Sudbury 5. Number 9 has the ball right now.
Dixon with the hard screen.
Yeah, Corey Dixon back to Ceres. Up top, George passes it off to Rayson inside, goes to Dixon, and a foul to A.J. Gaines Jr. So Jalen Bland, the leading scorer of the Sudbury 5, 22 points on 8 of 11 shooting. And Grandy Glaze second with 10 points on the other side. Maurice Bolden, number 0, 12 points for the London Lightning. Corey Dixon, that shot goes off back iron. And Moon speeding across the front court. Moon to Ware, over to Moon, inside to Bolden. Bolden, the right hand, trying to get the foul, and one can't, and he'll head to the free throw line where he is 3 of 4 on the evening. Maurice Bolden, the first one up. And out. London and Sudbury pretty well even across the board in terms of stats, except for one, and that's three-point shooting in the first half. Lightning just 4 three-pointers made. Sudbury 9 on 9 of 17 shooting. George Ceres takes his man in and scores. The hometown player gets on the board. Ceres with a big ovation from the Sudbury faithful and his teammates as well. Shot goes up, that one off the back rim, and Bland can't get control of it. There's that offensive rebound specialist in Gaines Jr., and it comes around to Bolden, who finishes off. Bland up top, 6 of 8 in the first. Long three, that one's short. Moon with the rebound has Ware on the right side. Ware, little two-point shot, can't get it to go, and Corey Dixon to Rayson, looks for Rayson. Bland on the other side, 2 open, can't connect. That's the first time he's missed 2 in a row tonight. And Gaines Jr. coming the other way, right to the hoop, and the harm. Foul and 1. And back come the Lightning, 65-54.
I don't think I agree with the ref on that one. That was a soft foul. He could have let that one slide.
Gaines Jr., 30 points in the first game of the Lightning. He'll head to the free throw line on the first foul of the second half. The Sudbury 5 again, a missed free throw. Ceres gets in there for the rebound. Gets it to Rayson. Goes over half. Rayson trying to get by Moon, can't. Gets it out to Relaford. Has Dixon on the post, the right block. And a flop there, down Dixon. Nice move, bounces in and out. Should have went up as soon as his man went down. Here comes Moon the other way. And just absolutely quick with those green shoes. Or turquoise, I'd call it turquoise probably. That's about my expansion of color universe. And a nice rebound there by Dixon, as he makes good for missing the easy one on the last possession. And Braylon Rayson took it right to the net. Couldn't finish. Here comes Moon again, the left hand, that one out. And Bolden there to clean up the garbage. Once again, mentioned it in the first half, the London Lightning doing a really good job on the offensive glass. And offensive rebounds in the first half, 4-4. It felt like a lot more for the London Lightning. Pretty much rebounds even, assists pretty well even. And the three-pointers, the real big difference. Shooting percentage a little bit in favor of the Sudbury Five. 57% shooting in that first half, 50% for the Lightning. Here comes Ware. Left hand, that one too strong. Gets his own rebound with the tip. And can't, it's Marvel Waith. And it somehow gets to Rayson. He still has it. Rayson has Gilligan. Going to Grandy Glaze, down low. Glaze, and a travel call. And Glaze not happy with himself, holding on to the ball. Give it back now. And so over the timeline, nice pass there, down low for Bolden, and an and one to Marvell Waith. And don't look now, but it's now a 7-point lead for the Sudbury Five. Jalen Bland up to 26 points for the Sudbury Five.
Yeah, and he's shooting 10 for 13 tonight, 6 of 8 from 3.
That is a high percentage, especially for a guard who more shots come outside than inside. And Grandy Glaze down low on the block, using the size, left hand up over top, can't get it to go. Ceres comes in, can't get the rebound. So London down 6 points, 7:42 left to go in this third quarter. He fouls 3-1 for the Sudbury Five. And Bolden again, spin to his right, shot that one back iron, rebound there by Capers. Shot by Moon, floater, up and down and in, as it's a now 5-point game. Moon has really come on strong in the second half. Bland up top, playing him tight, don't let him shoot. And a foul called there, as Bolden was looking for help on in the key there.
I find you've seen that a lot in most leagues around the world right now. It's hard to play and maintain a lead. The other team just seems to want it a bit more.
Glaze, spin move, soft touch for Grandy Glaze, spinning through. You might want to get out of the way when he comes through the lane. Nice touch there by Blazek. Here comes Gilligan. He's got a couple guys with him. He goes to the rim. Nice block there by Ware. He gets up. And Bolden back the other way. A lay-in and gets 2 chances at it. Padding the stats, rebound, and the points. And here comes Rayson. Pulls in, nice pass there. Beautiful and one, Grandy Glaze. And that is a thing of beauty. So Grandy Glaze heading to the free throw line. And and misses that one. And rebound, Blazek with the rebound. And will he go back to the free throw line? Nope, it's behind the net, out of bounds. And Rayson will inbound for the Sudbury 5. Looking for Grandy Glaze, can't find him. Nice cut there by Gilligan, right to the hole. Finishes with the right hand. Pass across to Moon. In, down low. Trying to get it up. Nice defense there by Glaze as Kirk William Jr. tried to just put it up. Here comes Gilligan again to the hole. Met at the rim by Kirk William Jr. And Gilligan gets a couple free throws. He's been nice off the bench for this team.
Yeah, he has. He's been playing with a lot of energy tonight. And it looked like on that one, he really wanted to slam that one down.
Gilligan, 4 points up to that point. Had that lay-in to give him 6, and he's looking for more. That one goes down. His first free throw made for Devin Gilligan. He was 1 for 2 before that, now 2 for 3. And looking to make it a 10-point lead. That one short. It stays at 9 for the Sudbury 5. 74-65, 6:01 left to go. Nice pass there. Kirk William Jr. squeaks it in. And Bland back to Rayson. Grandy Glaze up, not really setting a screen, kind of just looking for the ball. Rayson doesn't want it. Has the matchup he wants, though. Gilligan for 3. That one long. Can't finish, and Moon has Williams Jr. Tried to feed it through, can't. Rayson with the steal. Rayson playing with it. Glaze, left hand. A nice pass there by Rayson. That's what we've been saying. Hasn't found the score sheet too much tonight, but he has been a facilitator. And a pass in the middle there. Foul there on Grandy Glaze. Marcus Capers goes to the rim after a hard foul by Glaze.
Substitution. This is they call him Walter.
Out comes Grandy Glaze, in comes Walter Pitchford, and it's going to be a timeout on the floor as we'll take a little break before Capers gets a couple free throws.
Sudbury still leading 76-67.
On the back of Jalen Bland, number 1 for this team, 26 points, is the only player for the Sudbury 5 in double digits so far. For Grandy Glaze, the second player, as he's up to, I think, 12 now. On the other side, it's been a low-scoring affair for the London Lightning. Couple players pushing double digits, but no one really taking the reins as Bland has for the Sudbury 5. The first inaugural home game, 3rd overall of the season for the Sudbury 5. Their next game, December 1st, it'll be a home game. It starts out a stretch of 8 home games in December for this team.
Yeah, the Sudbury 5, we have 40 games in total on the year, with 20 of them being at home. So December is going to be very exciting with, out of those 28 of them being here.
Plenty of opportunities to see the home squad here at the Sudbury Arena. And what a way to kick it off, hosting the defending NBL of Canada champions. And so we resume play with free throws coming to Capers.
I'd like to see the crowd make a bit of noise when the opposing team's shooting free throws here. And there they go.
No gentlemen's in full body suits yet or painted stomachs behind the nets. I'm sure that will be to come. Capers knocks him down. 76-68. And Racing with the ball. Screen from Pitchford. Has Pitchford on the wing. Pitchford shot that one straight at the rim. Hits front rim, and back comes Williams Jr. Pass somehow gets right back to himself off the shoulder of his own man, Williamson. Nice move there by Blazek. Beautiful left-handed finish as he just slices through the defense and puts it up. Pass tipped by Blazek. Nice pass in there though to Williamson from Moon. Moon giving Williamson a position. A deep post. Speaking of deep, that was a deep three from Racing. Hadn't shot in a while, so figured he might as well get one up. Capers taking it. And that one goes off. Capers out of bounds. Sudbury ball. Pitchford will be coming. So Relaford will be coming in for Bland. Bland hadn't shot in the last little bit. 4:19 left to go. Blazek with Racing. Moon putting some full court pressure on, and Moon will get charged with a foul. Not happy with it, but he'll get charged with one.
Moon seems to have tightened up his D a bit on Blazek, probably knowing that he's come on strong in the second half of both the previous games.
And Moon trying to create those front court turnovers as well. Blazek now being guarded by Garrett Williamson. And Gilligan, who is hot in this third quarter, takes a nice move there, tries to finish with the reverse layup. He can't. Add some room, and here comes Moon speeding across. Moon is very fast. Phillips, and an offensive foul there as Pitchford establishes position outside of the circle. If you're seeing on your screen there is the little red circle inside the key. If you're in there and you take a charge, it's going to be a block call every single time. If you're out there and you've established position, it's going to be a charge, much like the NBA does. Blazek over the timeline, gets a screen from Pitchford, who rolls, and Ceres back to Pitchford to Blazek. Blazek playing with it up top, tries to get the floater. That one's short. Had a bit of room, but couldn't get a good shot off. And Capers for the Lightning. Inside to Kirk Williams Jr. He misses that one. And Blazek coming back the other way. No look pass. What a look from Blazek. Pitchford can't finish up top. And back the other way, Capers, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line. Blazek, no look pass, finding Pitchford streaking down the floor.
Yeah, I'm sure Blazek's not happy about that missed opportunity there. That was a beautiful pass.
And you're never happy about that. You make a great pass, you're happy about it, gets the team energized, and then the miss on the other end. And Pitchford, I'm sure, equally as disappointed he couldn't finish it off for the Sudbury 5. So the Sudbury 5 out there, Travis Relaford with Gilligan, George Ceres, Walter Pitchford, and Adam Blazek. The lineup currently for the Sudbury 5, Capers missing that one. It was 78-72. It's been around a 6-point lead for most of this third quarter. The Sudbury 5 held the lead at halftime over 10 points. Biggest lead, 17 points. Nice pass to Ceres. The reverse layup, he finishes. Nice pass there by Relaford, running the floor, keeping the head up, and finds Ceres streaking on the left side of the rim. Pass in, and Ceres gets beat the other way. That one, Kirk Williams Jr., he finishes it off. Relaford up top. Had Blazek for a second, thinks better. Ceres, the three, knocks it down from College Notre Dame. He finds it. The bottom of the hoop, and he's come to play in front of his hometown faithful. And Kevin Ware Jr. taking it. Nice reverse there by Ware, the former Louisville Cardinal and Georgia State product. And Blazek finds some room, gets it out to Relaford. He steps back for three. Sudbury trying to get the board. Relaford does get it. Just steps out of bounds, Relaford. Thought he kept it in, was trying to find Blazek on the save, but it's out of bounds and a turnover will go the other way. Full court pressure coming here from Blazek and George Seres.
I didn't have the best angle on that one, but from up here, it did look like he stayed in bounds. I don't want to get on the refs too much. It is one of the hardest sports in the world to ref, but from here it did look in.
Well, here comes the take in there. Williams Jr. has really come on strong for the London Lightning, stepping up and knocking it down the layup. It's 83-78, and the lead is shrinking. Gilligan, what a beautiful move there. That one is not going to be counted. It looked like it was still on the way up. It won't be a goaltending call and the foul. So Gilligan will get 2 shots at the line. Logan Stutz, the Sudbury 5 head coach, hoping to get that goaltending call, but it looked like it was on the way up. Bolden checks back in for Williams Jr. Bolden, the other player who's been really good for this Lightning squad. Number 0, Mo Bolden, checks in. Williams Jr. checks out. Free throw good from Gilligan.
Push the lead back up to 6 at 84-78.
Gilligan, the second one, can't seem to find that second free throw. And 84-78. And the Lightning with the ball with 1:35 left to go in this third quarter. Phillips, the 3, off right, and the rebound to Gilligan. Pushing the ball is the Sudbury 5. It's Adam Blazek looking for Seres. He turns it back the other way, goes over to Relaford. Relaford into the middle, has it knocked away, and a clear lane for Ware Jr. goes up and finishes. Cutting this one to 4 points. Kevin Ware hears it from the Sudbury faithful. Seres takes it and is blocked out of bounds by Gaines Jr., A.J. Gaines. A quiet night after 30 points the first game and 12 rebounds, and letting George Seres hear it after that play. And it comes in. It's Grandy Glaze out there now. Relaford in the post. As one-on-one with Williamson. Relaford sizes him up. Looks to spin, can't find it, passes out. 6 on the shot clock. Shot goes up, knocked down. Blazek at the back end of the clock. 38 seconds left to go in this. Let's see if the Lightning go 2 for 1. And the shot goes up. That one is out of play. Not out of play, off the back rim, and a rebound to the Lightning. Another offensive rebound and a foul call to the Sudbury 5. They're at 5 fouls. 7 fouls gets you in the bonus. Ware finds Bolden up top. 25 seconds left in the quarter. Bolden taking it to the rim. Glaze with the rebound. Let's see if they hold it for last shot. Seres going to the rim. Gets it back out. Blazek trying to slow it down. Yes, he does. They'll set up the final play of the quarter. As Logan Stutz got his message across. Lets them know what's he want. Up comes Glaze. Blazek going to the corner. Relaford open, 2-1. Shot up. That one off left. Relaford had a good look at the end of the quarter. But after 3, it's 87-80. Sudbury has led this entire game. We're going to take a quick break as the third quarter ends. We'll be right back. Fourth quarter action on Eastlink Community TV. The Sudbury Five have not let the home faithful down in their inaugural game here in Greater Sudbury. They've led the entire way. 1 quarter left to play, or perhaps more. Sudbury 87-80. I'm Nick Liard, joined by Alex Gunn. It's been a good one so far, Alex.
Yeah, I'm hoping we don't have to go to overtime in this one, because I'm really liking the way we're playing right now. And with a 7-point lead entering the 4th, I think Sudbury's going to hold on to this lead.
The Five have done a really good job at nullifying those runs. The Lightning have kind of crept back into the game a couple times, but then the Five, whether it be Blazek, whether it be Bland, someone steps up with a big shot to end that run.
Exactly, and London's playing with urgency right now. They're aware that they're down, and they're trying everything they can to come back, but unfortunately, we're just playing excellent defense. I should say fortunately, actually, but...
Moon up top to Ware Jr., slicing through the defense, went off his knee, but touched last by the Sudbury Five. And so inbound, Ware Jr. Bolden to Gaines Jr. That shot is short. And over the timeline, right to the hoop. Rayson tries to get it in, but he does draw the foul, so he'll shoot 2.
Real strong take there.
Yeah, undersized going in the trees there is Rayson. So he's got to get it up high over the defender. Happens to draw the foul, so Rayson, who's been quiet on the evening, 6 points in that first half, but has been a facilitator with some assists.
Excellent defense tonight for him, too.
And excellent defense as well, correct. He knocks down both, increases the lead to 89 points. Ware with the ball, taking 2 screens. Moon looking inside. It's Marvin Phillips. Big body down low. Nice hook there by Marvin Phillips with the right hand. Gets it up and responds for the London Lightning. Rayson making some moves, knocked down, and both Lightning players are asking why. The refs call a foul. And so yeah, Braylon Rayson up to this point just 6 points on the evening. Grandy Glaze has been a nice little plug with 14 points. Braylon Rayson does have 5 assists. Ceres throwing it up. Will it fall? No, it won't, and that looked like it went off Gaines and out of bounds. Devin Gilligan nicely done off the bench. Is just 2 for 7, but in 7 minutes has 8 points. And Corey Dixon throwing it across to Ceres, who has 7 points on 3 for 3 shooting, just missed that one, so 3 for 4. And cross pass had Ceres, probably better off to make the pass to Ceres than to Bland. Ceres does a great job there getting back, and Relaford with the ball. He'll take it up, gives it to Rayson. Rayson has Bland wide open for a very long time, and that one perhaps too long waiting there was Bland, as he's missed his last 3 3-pointers. 6 for 10 now, still a good percentage. Moon, short again. And nice rebound there by Rayson, the shortest player out there. Rayson, Euro move, can Relaford get it back? He does, and they'll call a foul on the Lightning.
Watching Rayson play, he kind of reminds me of Kyle Lowry. He's just all over the court. He's willing to sacrifice his body. He's diving for loose balls. He's getting assists, scoring points here and there, fighting for rebounds as one of the smallest guys in the court.
A player uses the body very, very well to his ability. Doesn't have the size of a lot of the guards, but is able to take you out of the play with his how low he gets to the ball. And Bland can't get the shot to fall. Dixon had an opportunity on the rebound, and Bolden back the other way. Has it stripped for a second. Ware goes inside to Phillips. Phillips on the back end against Ceres. Phillips the right hand again. And Phillips been so good, strong in the post. As he's going to work, has the last 2 field goals. And racing the 3, rack it up. It's a 5-4-3. And Phillips back in the post, this time for the other side, throws it to a cutting Gaines Jr. That one smooth and in. 3 in a row now. They've been perfect on the last 3 possessions. Rayson, cross-court pass to Relaford, looking for Dixon inside, finds him. Dixon making his move. Nice up and under, foul, and 1. Dixon making it count.
Dixon posting and roasting down there. What a beautiful move.
Yeah, that initial move wasn't there, so he goes the up fake, gets his man to bite, step under, nice move. The defender has to recover, he gets the foul, and 3 fouls, team fouls for the Lightning to Sudbury's 0 in this 4th quarter, and Sudbury can push this lead to 9 with a free throw. And yes, Corey Dixon makes it. Corey Dixon has been a nice spark as well for this team. 11 points now for Corey Dixon, logging some heavy minutes. Inside, Phillips in the key for a while. Finally steps out. Gaines on the outside. Sudbury. Got to give them credit as Gaines Jr. knocks down another one. They're keeping everything to the outside where the Lightning have really struggled tonight to get anything going from beyond the arc. They're going to start to have to make threes. The Gaines and Rayson probably had a layup out to Ceres for 3. Can't knock it down. The hometown kid can't find the bottom of the net. Rayson probably better off going up for the layup there than passing it out, but he's been the facilitator. And Moon to Gaines Jr. Knock down the last 2, make it 3. And London on fire. They made their last 5 field goal attempts. And Rayson controlling the ball has Bland. Bland loses it, has to give it back to Rayson before going over and back. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Rayson! Wow.
That one was from way downtown.
And the shot clock winding down. And what a beautiful shot there by Rayson off the dribble move. And he and Bland have come up clutch. Moon taking it to the basket. Finally, the Lightning miss. And a 3-on-2 back the other way. Fast break to Relaford. Takes the body, goes crashing in hard as Ware fouls Relaford. He goes to the line.
See, I really don't like that by the defense. That's he didn't even really seem to appear to be making a play on the ball.
A very good point. We'll see what the referees call it. They call a timeout. And so 7:26 left to go. It has been an exciting game as the Sudbury 5 approach 100 points. The London Lightning have hung around. They were trailing by 17 points. Very familiar to what the Sudbury 5 went through in their first 2 games, trailing by double digits in both of their games, 20 the first game, and managed to come back. Sudbury with over 7 minutes left to go, look to, squash that, any chance of a possibility of a comeback, but they've been playing very, very well.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams, they've actually been playing well. They're shooting great percentages. It just, Sudbury seems to want it more.
And we said it at the half, or just after the half, the clutch baskets. You could see that London was building some momentum, consistently making baskets on their trip down, and then back the other way, and Braylon Rayson with that big 3 that just deflates the defense. London playing some great defense, scoring on the other side, but then when you get beat with a shot like that, it just takes the winds out of your sail.
London, they must be starting to get a bit frustrated. As you said earlier, they keep making excellent runs, but it just so happens Sudbury comes down and either stops them with great defense and gets the lead back up to 8-10, or they come back and just play excellent offense. And it just seems like whatever London does, they don't have the answer to what Sudbury's offering.
And so the 5 players and the 5 faithful, again, a sold-out crowd here in Sudbury. They've been making some noise at the right time. They've been entertained and stuck around for this full game. The 4 quarters of basketball has come down to the last 7:26 with the Sudbury 5 up 98-90. And Relaford can make that a bigger lead as he gets 2 free throws, can put him up to 100 and get that lead back up to double digits. He misses the first one, so he'll get a second one. Relaford misses both. Relaford went to a national championship with the University of Kansas, played his entire career there, a very, very notable basketball school, always in the March Madness tournament and always one of those high seeds. And had a long career there and started for most of his career. Lost in the championship game as a three, his made corner three there. 22 is Marvell Waith. And he lost in that national championship game to a Kentucky squad that featured Anthony Davis, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, some very big NBA names, Terrence Jones as well. And that one off of Gilligan, tried to point the other way, but
look at the hustle by Rayson there, breaking up that easy two for London.
98-93 after the last three-pointer from the London Lightning. And out in the corner, that's Waith who hit it last, and here comes Gaines Jr. falling back, and Gaines Jr. has been on fire in this fourth quarter. Relaford's going to take it for the Sudbury 5. Over the 5 logo, hands it back to Rayson. A three-point game, gets it to Grandy Glaze. Rayson to the basket, out to Gilligan for three. That one just rattles out. And Sudbury, one possession game, 98-95. London has stormed back. Moon to the baskets, easy two-pointer for Moon as the full court pressure continues, and a timeout will be coming to the Sudbury 5. The buzzer went, but we're going to continue to play. Rayson keeps going. He's got the ball. He's got Grandy Glaze inside. Glaze with position against Golden. And nice move there by Grandy Glaze. The big steps and the body against Bolden. Puts it up and in. A big bucket there for the Sudbury 5. 100-97.
Yeah, there's not much the other teams can do. When he's using his body like that and throwing his weight around out there, that's pretty much unstoppable.
And Gaines again. The 5 defense allowing Gaines some room into the middle, and he has made them pay. He has been a leader for this team, the second leading scorer of the league. Rayson gets fouled with a 1-point game. This has become very, very interesting, and Logan Stutz does finally get his time out there. So Blazek will be coming in after the stoppage, but we'll have to wait because it looks like he's going to take out the shooter, Rayson, as we get a replay there.
As nice as it was to have the early 19-point lead, I think we're in for a show here tonight. Coming down 199 right now, 1-point lead for the Sudbury 5, and we might be able to witness something special here tonight.
The first home game of the Sudbury 5 has come down to the wire here. London has never led in this game, 100-99 right now. And the basketball faithful, families alike, out to see this game. And it's a quick turnaround because the staff at the Sudbury Community Arena has a hockey game to get to tomorrow. So a rebuild after this game, a tear down. And the Sudbury 5's next home game next weekend, or next week, sorry, December 1st. They'll have a little bit of a break, catch their breather after this game. So it's all out for the Sudbury 5 against the Lightning. We're playing in their just second game of the young season. And the first one up and good from Rayson. Big free throws there from number 2. Rayson, second one goes, and the sub comes in. Blazek comes in for Rayson. And Stutz and Beers, the coaching staff, giving Rayson some high fives. No doubt he'll be going back in very soon. 5 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter. Moon to Ware Jr. Across to Waith. Waith the shot. That one rims out. And Waith, great job there, getting his own rebound. It's Relaford. Relaford's got to slow it down. Surprised they didn't go into Gaines Jr. again there. Relaford falls down, gets back up. Blazek, shot fake. Relaford to Gilligan. Gilligan at the top. They want Grandy Glaze wants him to move it around so he can get it in the post. Nice spin move there. Big block. Glaze there to clean up the garbage. A big block, though, by Gaines off the backboard of Gilligan. And it's now a 5-point game. 4 minutes left to go. Every possession is so key for these two teams. Ware down into Bolden. Bolden, Gaines finally misses a shot. It seems like it's been forever since he has. But he misses that two-pointer. And slowing it down, the Sudbury 5R Bland. Jalen Bland up at the top. He turns it over. Moon going. Glaze has it tied up in their feet. No kick ball call. And Moon slows it down. Great job by Grandy Glaze, though, to get back. Gaines underneath and finishes. Glaze went to double and the help didn't rotate. And an easy bucket for Gaines Jr. underneath. 104-101. Gilligan up top for Sudbury. To Blazek. Pressure from Ware. Kevin Ware Jr. Pass to Relaford with 3 on the clock. How clutch is that? Travis Relaford. And the place goes crazy here in Sudbury. Timely buckets has been the story of this game.
There's no hocus pocus from Relaford on that 3, just focused.
Relaford knocking down the clutch 3 as the timeout comes to the London Lightning. They've been getting some good buckets. They've been getting some good looks down low for their team. And Sudbury has just responded at every critical moment of this game. 107-101. Fouls lopsided in the fourth quarter. 6 fouls charged to London, none to Sudbury. 6 to London, none to Sudbury. So the next foul on the Lightning will put Sudbury in the bonus. And the Lightning will likely be fouling if the score stays this way.
Well, I'm sure for Logan it's a focus of his timeout right now too, knowing that the more you drive to the hole, the better chances you have at being fouled and getting to the free throw
line. And so it will be Lightning ball coming out of this timeout. Relaford with a huge 3 from a pass from Blazek, who had a shot of his own, but saw the open Relaford in the corner, and some pressure coming from Blazek as well. That's why they subbed out Rayson for Blazek to get some defensive pressure up front. Rayson, I'm sure, will be coming in very shortly. Braylon Rayson, number 2. But for now, Blazek up top. Ware, wide open 3. You can't leave him that open. Miscommunication on the defense. And Ware, the free throw line extended 3. And it's back to a 1-possession game. Blazek up top. 1-on-1. Looking for his teammate. Good defensive pressure. Grandy Glaze with 6:5 left to go on the shot clock. Blazek takes the shot. Man!
He is clutch at the end of games.
Adam Blazek. No fear, no problem, knocking it down. Moon in the center, Gaines, it collapses, gets it back out to Ware, to Gaines Jr., he takes a three, and that one comes up short. Big defensive stop. Everyone collapsing in the paint on Gaines there, just knocking out any chance for him to put up a shot that he's been so successful in this fourth quarter. And Bland with it now for the Sudbury 5 to Blazek, who just came up with a huge three. Glaze putting some moves on, can't get it, and there's a collision. Glaze goes down hard with Ware, and they're gonna call it out of bounds, and London ball, Gaines and Ware down.
Yeah, it looked like two London players might have ran into each other on that one. That didn't look good.
Yeah, Grandy Glaze going in hot, and that's a big man to go up against in a collision situation. Gaines Jr. looks like he's okay. Ware Jr. as well looks like he's fine, wincing a little bit. Again, I've mentioned it before, any Louisville Cardinal fans watching the broadcast, Kevin Ware Jr. Won a national championship before it was taken away because of the scandals that have gone on in the NCAA. And there's Ware again on cue, knocks it down. And Sudbury can't get any kind of escape from Ware Jr. and the London Lightning. Back to a one-possession game, but Sudbury does have the possession advantage. Blazek gets a screen from Relaford. The pass just out of bounds. It was tipped. It looked like it might have been tipped by Relaford, out of bounds, and London has the ball and a timeout to the Sudbury 5. Boy, this has been exciting.
We got ourselves a real good game tonight. 110 to 107. Both teams just, they won't let up.
And that has led to a very close fourth quarter. It's been this way for the whole fourth quarter. Sudbury did lead big in the first half at one point, 17 points, but it has been much closer since there. Some big shots down the stretch from Gaines Jr. and Ware Jr., as well as some strong play from Xavier Moon, the nephew of Jamario Moon, and the play on the other side, Travis Relaford, some big shots. Blazek down the stretch, a big shot from him, and as well, Braylon Ronson, deep three. So the Sudbury 5 are going to go with Relaford, Gilligan, Bland, Grandy Glaze, and Blazek for the final pairing. And what should be the final pairing, I mean, we could have overtime. 1:17 left to go in this fourth quarter. 110-107, Sudbury. The ball is going to be inbounded on the London side of half, so they will have both sides to work with. Moon has the ball for the London Lightning in the inaugural Sudbury 5 home game. And a blocking foul there called on Grandy Glaze, the first foul for the Sudbury 5.
Defense really needs to focus on this one with 14 seconds left on the shot clock.
And it's Marvell Waithe upset that he didn't get a foul call. Bolden with 5 on the clock. It's Moon to Waithe. Waithe taking it in, out to Ware. That one looked like it should have been a shot clock violation. They don't call it dead. Play continues. Relaford to Bland, up, and he finishes. The Sudbury 5 catch a big break there. It ended up working out in their favor. Should have been a shot clock violation, as Ware did not get it off in time.
Instead, we get the long rebound and run down the court for the quick 2.
And the crowd getting really into it at this point as Bland, a huge bucket down the stretch, making the move around and finishing as you get a look at it there on your screen. The spin, a little bit of English on that bad boy as they put it in. And Bland has been quiet in this second half, hasn't really hit any big threes down the stretch as some of his teammates have. However, he comes up big with a layup. And a timeout charged as it's down the stretch as we are nearing the final seconds here in Sudbury. Well, Alex, the hype was there for this game since, you know, the team was named, since the mascot was unveiled, since the meet and greet happened at the new Sudbury Center. And boy, this game has lived up to the hype. You can see the quality of basketball and that the fans have stuck around and really, really enjoyed themselves.
Oh, the fans are really getting their money's worth tonight. This has just been a fantastic game, back and forth.
Speaking of fans enjoying themselves, that guy is having a good night. That guy's probably having a good life by the judge of that suit. It's not 5 themed, but he loves it. 112-107. The inbound, the London Lightning chose to advance the ball, and Grandy Glaze getting the crowd fired up. And Bolden. The crowd on their feet here in Sudbury. Bolden inbounds to Moon. Moon gets the screen up top from Williamson. Across to Waith. The 3 goes off right. Board to Glaze. To Bland. Bland making a move on Ware. 29 seconds left to go. Are they going to foul? One foul will put them in the bonus. Glaze to Bland. They're not going to foul. They should, because they're going to get the ball back with about 8 seconds. And Bland, the 3 to ice it. Rebound's got to put it up. Blazek, the 3 off the rim, and 6 seconds left. The London Lightning have to go. That's going to go off of bounds, off of Bland. 2.1 seconds left. Very difficult to win. Not sure what the Lightning were doing there.
Well, I really don't understand why they wouldn't foul in that situation. Down 5 with, and it doesn't matter anyways.
It doesn't. The Sudbury 5 in their first ever home game pick up their first ever home win, and a thriller. It came down to the wire. Some poor clock management on the side of the London Lightning, choosing not to foul as the clock ticked down. But a big game from Grandy Glaze and Jalen Bland. Absolutely amazing from them, and some key performances down the stretch from some role players on this team.
Absolutely, and the fans, they really appreciate it. They're all on their feet right now. They are cheering on their team. Sudbury 5 moved to 3-0.
The Sudbury 5 lead the power rankings after week 1. Bland, the player of the week, and that just continues to roll on down as the Sudbury 5 thank the crowd. And we thank you all for tuning in to this inaugural home game as they get hyped up. December 1st, the next home game for the Sudbury 5, and the hype train will continue. Once again, we thank you all for tuning in to this broadcast of the Sudbury 5 on Eastlink Community TV. I'm sure we'll see you very shortly. For all the crew working in the back behind the scenes, I'm Nick Liard with Alex Gunn. Thank you very much for watching Sudbury 5 basketball. There's going to be more to come this season.